So, it's me again. Um, Coming to you from my bed where I'm just chilling, laying down. Um, if you hear any background noises, it's because my family's awake in the other room and playing games. So, um, good things and bad things. Good thing is I had this surgery. Bad thing is I seem to be one of the more difficult cases of people that have had this surgery. I throw up a lot, even when I chew right, even when I don't eat too much. I get sick a lot, and a lot of it was due to me having a stricture, but I think part of it now is just that I have this ulcer and I'm really sensitive. Um, so I have to take care of Fate so many times a day, and unfortunately, my sleep schedule's all upside down again. Um, so I'm like up all night and sleeping all day. Literally, I'm going to bed. Trademark yawn. At like 6 o'clock in the morning is when I'm actually falling asleep. Even though I take medicine to make me fall asleep at night, it does not work. I've taken like melatonin and trazodone and different things like that. And the last thing I want is to be on something like Ambien. I was on that years ago, and I swear that's part of how I got fat, because I would wake up in the morning and have like a whole gallon of ice cream next to me that was new the night before with a spoon in it and not know how it got there. And apparently I was sleep eating. And then I started having sometimes memories of it where my brainiac thought was, I don't feel like walking back into the kitchen now. I'll just have to eat it all. I swear that actually happened. Um, Thankfully, I never drove or left the house or did anything stupid like that on Ambien, but those side effects that they tell you about are some real things. Since I've been getting sick a lot, my friend Mindy gave me some vitamin patches to wear. I'm not sure if I believe in the efficacy or the effectiveness of it completely, but I do honestly feel like I'm having some vitamins in my system. So I don't know if that's a placebo effect or if they're really working. And I've looked for some literature on it, like some, medical based literature. And all I can see is that they're doing a study out in California on it. So I guess they'll know a couple years from now when they publish the results of their study. The criteria to be involved is you had to be brand new bypass patient, you had to be over 600 pounds, and obviously willing to submit to the lab work and the patches and everything else. Honestly, for me, I think that's crazy. I hope they pay those people, because just coming off of having a bypass and not having your right vitamins, because you could end up in a placebo group, or you could end up in a group that that is getting it but it doesn't work, then that would be kind of scary for your first 3 months out of having bypass surgery, because you lose a lot of nutrients during that time. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but my doctor told me when I was there the other day or last week or whenever, that I should expect to lose my hair next month. And he said it's cumulative, like it lags a month behind. So even if next month I'm totally getting all my protein in perfectly, because I hardly did this month, my hair is going to go based on what happened last month. So I guess I dyed my hair and stuff at the right time, because next month will be probably falling out. Of course, maybe since I've been one of the unlucky few that have had strictures and everything else, maybe, probably not. my body will be one that decides to hold on to my hair. But I doubt it, because when I took a psych med a few years back, I lost about half of my hair volume, which I already had like super duper thick hair. So it wasn't too bad, but it would come out in clumps when I was washing my hair, and I would literally cry. So that's kind of weird. I still have trouble figuring out where to look at this camera, because you want to look at yourself, but you need to look at the camera. Still haven't figured out how to edit stuff and do anything kind of fancy with YouTube. So I basically just record my videos and post them with my yawns and everything. I've been drinking ice water constantly. And I was drinking lemonade, but as you know, I mentioned before that after they opened up my stricture with the balloon procedure, they found out that I have an ulcer just beyond my stomach going into my intestines. And I think that's what makes a lot of foods not settle with me. Although why a grilled chicken salad, I have no idea. And I only ate a few bites of it. But anyway, I started drinking like Crystal Light lemonade. I don't know how it's made exactly, but I thought maybe it wasn't as potent as regular lemonade that we were making with like lemon juice and Splenda, so that maybe it wouldn't irritate my stomach as much. It doesn't seem to be as irritated, but I'm not sure, and I really don't know what the heck it's made out of. I just know I can't have fruit juice. I can have Trop 50. Trop 50 does fine on me. Not right now. I haven't tried it because of my stomach, because of the ulcer. But I know like it didn't make me dump. But I probably mentioned that I seriously dumped big time and was miserable, and don't ever want to go through that again. I was scared to death to dump. It was everything I was scared of, and then some, on one of my worst feeling days. So I don't want to go through that again. So, also, like, every now and again, I'll eat a little teeny bit of dip, which isn't necessarily something that you should eat, but I was having trouble going to the bathroom, and laxatives weren't doing it. And honestly, I've always been very lactose intolerant, so if I ate some dip, then I could go to the bathroom like that. So, Dean's French onion dip didn't have any sugar in it. And I had a few potato chips with some dip, and that all sat on my stomach fine. But I was at a party last night, and they had like chips and dip, which I'm not used to having like the wavy chips. I've just had the flat ones so far, and those were a little thicker and saltier. So I didn't do too well with that, and I decided at the last minute, after I'd already eaten a couple bites of that dip, I said, hey, look and see if that dip has sugar in it. And sure enough, it did. So just so you're aware, be careful about dips, because, I mean, not really something you should be eating in the first place. But if you're at a party or something and, you know, there's some little something to munch on, some dips have sugar in them. And you need to know that. So there's my PSA for that. Because there are going to be times when there's no option for you to eat other stuff. I ended up eating some really flat tortilla chips, the really thin ones, and those were great. Just a little something to put on your stomach with the water that I drank. Still trying to get my protein in. I have found that my taste buds went back around to enjoying my Muscle Milk strawberry flavored, or strawberries and cream flavor, which you might recall that if you've watched my videos after surgery, I said I used to love this stuff, you know, cold, but then once I had my surgery afterwards, I did not like it at all. And it's come back around to where I do like it cold. I've even bought some more, and I try and get 2 of these in a day right now. because my body just is not handling food very well, which is a complete shame. I mean, really. So I don't want to make this video go on forever. Muscle Milk, if you want to send me some strawberries and cream stuff, you go right ahead. But I just wanted to kind of update you guys to where I am. I'm picking up a few more subscribers, and I really am enjoying getting everyone's comments. And I hope everybody's doing well wherever they are on their journey. And I hope no one gets discouraged by the problems that I've had. The problems that I've had are uncommon problems. So don't think that there's something that's normal necessarily for someone who's had gastric bypass. We're talking stuff that happens in like 20% or less of people. So don't think that your gastric bypass experience is going to be the same as my gastric bypass experience. No two are the same. I know I've had family members that had it, and then right before I had surgery, they were like, you know, in a year from now, you'll be able to eat everything again. Of course, these people did regain a lot of weight, or all of their weight. You'll be able to eat everything again. And I told my husband yesterday when we were on the way to the party, I don't think that's going to be the case for me, because my stomach now is too intolerant of things. Meanwhile, my friend Mindy, who had the gastric sleeve, there is nothing that she won't try or have in moderation. So, I guess, you know, it's all depends on what you want. I got this surgery to cure my diabetes, which it did. It's cured my high blood pressure. It cured my GERD, but now I'm having to take medicine for an ulcer. So there were so many things that it's helped with already, and I've lost 56 pounds so far, and I'm maybe 12 weeks out or something close to that, I think. I had surgery on August the 1st, and it was a Tuesday, and right this minute I can't do the math on that, but I'm either just going on 12 weeks or just going on 13 weeks, but I think I'm just going on 12 weeks. I'm not really active. If I were more active, I would probably lose weight like crazy. So the doctor said as soon as I can get my protein goals met and get active, that I should really lose fast. I'm hoping to lose 100 pounds by Christmas. Right now I have 44 more to go. Today is October the 21st. So that gives me basically 2 months to lose 44 pounds. I don't know if I'm going to make it quite there, but you never know. So that's all from me. Hope everyone's doing well. Bye.